I trust that all is well with all and you are doing well wherever you're at this particular time and moment, whatever space you're occupying. I look and I see the clock, right? And this old song came to mind. You see the clock up on the wall, and it don't bother me at all. If I ever change in time. Yeah, anyhow. Um, yeah, a few questions that was on my mind, and I wanted it to come and just share my thoughts here on the transitioning table. So, welcome to the transitioning table where we are transitioning from one thing to the other or the other. But we know that the one thing for sure is change is inevitable and change is constant. We're always changing, change is always with us. Um, and we can't stop it. The days change, the seconds change, the minutes change, the hours change, the months change, the years change. We change, you know? So change is inevitable. Transitioning is inevitable. But I want to ask a few questions that was on my mind, and I don't know if anybody else may have had these questions. So you're questioning yourself, and you're wondering, and you're pondering, and you're searching. Like you're really deep within. You hear what different persons are saying, but there's still those little questions that you're pondering in your heart and in your spirit. And for me, the past week, I should say, or 2 weeks, um, I don't have the answers to the questions, to be honest with you. And thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Sandifer. Good to have you. The Bantu Prophet. Good to have you. Um, one of the questions is, where do we get our belief system from? Who gave us our belief system? Why do we believe what we believe? Who gave us our belief system? Why do we believe what we believe? Why do we look for a savior outside of ourselves? Yeah. Other questions that during my meditation, have we ever researched? And I haven't, I'm in the process of it, where the names Peter, James, John, Matthew, Mark, Luke, where these names came from and how old are these names? Joshua, Jeremiah, Nehemiah, Moses, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. How old are these names? If these people have been here more than 2,000 years ago, how old are these names? These names just sound so recent. They don't sound old. They sound like Methuselah and Nebuchadnezzar, and like the names really sound real modern. Yeah. When we just look at 1611. Let me see. How you do the maths with that? 1611. 16, no, what we do? 20, 25, take away 1611. Wow, that's less than 500 years. King James Version of the Bible, 1611. So this Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Yeah. These just questions. Because what I find is a lot of us come out of either Hebrew Israelite, Christianity, what else? Islam, we come out of so many different religions. We evolve, we transition from one religion to the other. But we just go be chasing after what a man or a woman say. But do we go within ourselves and allow the divine creator, the Most High, to speak to us and to direct us and to order our steps and to give us the downloads or the insight that is already inside of us versus what somebody else has said, somebody else's narrative, somebody else's perspective, somebody else's insight, somebody else's revelation. What is your revelation about you? What is your revelation about creation? What is your revelation about this earth? What is your revelation about mankind? I know many of you see the video with the young man using AI and ask them questions. And I remember before I saw that video, I used AI and I asked them some questions, but I was just smiling to myself. And one of the things AI said to me is, because I asked them where did they come from, they said they've been here for decades. And I was like, oh wow, we are just evolving like AI is just evolving like we are evolving, because we are the AI, because we give them the information. They mimic us. Whatever we feed it, it gives back. It's like the story of Dr. Miles Monroe said, whatever you give a woman, she multiplies. Whatever we give AI, they multiply. So I was going to say this, right? Could the AI be a woman? Oh my goodness. Majority of them sound like women for real though. But I just questions. I did a video, I think it's back in 2022, somewhere around there, when I said, ask questions. Ask questions. Don't just sit there and just be spoon-fed everything and then you turn around and you regurgitate it as if it's the facts. It's the know-all to everything, everything is questionable. Everything is questionable. I'm telling you, this journey is teaching me to live in the now, to live with purpose, to live, because when you look around and you see so many people transitioning, leaving this realm to go on to the next. And everything that they worked so hard for, everything that they fought so hard for, everything that they cherish, they have to leave behind. They can't carry any of it with them. None. We always say, and a lot of us say, you never see a U-Haul truck behind a hearse. You never see a U-Haul truck buried in a graveyard. When you go down inside there, in that casket, it's just that carcass and whatever they put on you, and you still leave that behind, because that isn't even you. That's just a carcass there, rotting. So much questions you need to ask yourself, as I am asking myself. This journey is about living and experiencing this world to the best of our ability. But a lot of times we get caught up in the narrative of somebody else's story, somebody else's fear, somebody else's excitement. And you yourself you're not excited about your very own life, your very own existence. I want to encourage you to get out of fear. I'm doing a series on TikTok about fear and how to overcome fear and its limiting belief. And I believe that what is stagnating a lot of our people is fear. Because Christianity say you're going to die and you're going to go to hell or you go to heaven. The Muslims say when you die, you know, it's depending on what you do, you can get some virgins and eat in the buffet or whatever they say. You know, the Buddhists got their belief, the Hindus got their belief, the Satanists got their belief, the spiritualists got their belief. But I come to challenge you, to challenge your belief. Question your belief system. Why do you believe what you believe? Is it because someone else tell you this is the way, the truth, and the light? Or you hear that inner voice? I said, a still small voice that said there's more to life than this. You know, we used to sing the song back in the day, love is life and life is living. I may be singing it wrong too, I don't know. Very special, because you know, a sister don't know the words to all these songs sometimes, but that's what I hear in the song. Love is life and life is living, right? And what the questions? What are you fearing? Are you fearing stepping out? Are you fearing doing that thing that you dreamt of when you were 16, 17, 18 years old? So badly you wanted it to travel, so badly, but you're so worried about what somebody is doing and all of the things that they're signing into legislations or into law or whatever have you, stuff like that. Oh, they're gonna be deporting these people, and then they can put up these red flags for these different nations and to find another country to go to that allows you to come in. That is not the only country in the world you could travel to. That is beautiful. That has sightseeing and have cheap stuff to purchase, name brand stuff to purchase, but they sell you a dream. And then when they sell you that dream, and if you cannot obtain that dream, some of them, I can say some of them, off themselves, they crumble underneath the pressure. You should be married by 35, you should have some children, you should have a house, you should have a car, you should have a business, you should have some money in savings in the bank and all these different things. And you could obtain all of these things, you die and you leave them behind. You die and you leave them behind. I think about these things. I'm working so hard to conform this community. Why am I forming the community? For me? No. But for those that will come and continue, I would trust that as I transition many, many years from now, I get caught up, the community will continue. People will continue to live in it. People will continue to expand on it. People will continue to allow it to grow. People will not abuse people. But so much questions, family. Challenge your belief system. Why do you believe what you believe? Where did the name Peter, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Peter, James, John, all of these names come from? How old are these names? If the King James Bible is only 400 plus years, not even 450 years. Even the man name is King James. Their names are not even 2,000 years old. Time to live in the now. Not in yesterday, not in tomorrow, but right now. Time to live right now. You know what is the saddest thing? For you to exit and not even begin to enjoy what you were supposed to enjoy when you came here, not experience the full extent of your life. You have so much inside of you that so many people need and want. But because you are hiding, because you're afraid, because fear has crippled you, because rejection has stagnated you, because the opinions of others has delayed you, you don't know how to shake it loose and start all over again. You have all these questions in your mind, in your head. How do I, what, where, when? But you don't know the answers to them because you know why? You're looking outside of yourself. You're not going within yourself. You have the answers inside of you. But sometimes we're afraid to hear ourselves think. Because we don't want nobody, we don't want to think we're bipolar, or they label it as bipolar, they label it as schizophrenic, they got so many different names. When you could hear your own self think. According to what they tell us, we are spirit beings. We're not this flesh. This flesh may be moving, but you'll never see me, my spirit, my inner being. I could speak to myself. I could speak to you without even opening my mouth, but would you be able to hear me? Do we understand that that was the first way we spoke? We spoke to each other spirit to spirit more so than we use words. We search the English language and how recent is the English language, how recent is the French language, how recent is the Spanish language, how recent is the Portuguese language, how recent is some of these languages that we're speaking. How old are the languages? Many questions. I know, yeah. This woman, yeah, I just be in deep meditation sometimes. I'm telling you. I'm just sitting there waiting for an answer. I don't just be in deep meditation and then hurry up, get up. I be deep meditation and like, I need an answer. I need to know. Charmaine, speak. What is going on? You came from the glory. You came from spirit and in this flesh. What information did you come with? I'm trying to trigger my own memory of what did I come into this earth realm with, because a lot of times we watch and observe babies and we see them talking and laughing because they're still close to the spirit world. So they still got that divine connection until we pull them away with our language and stuff like that. So I want to encourage you. Go within. Go within. Start trying to reawake you, the real you that's inside this flesh, call a body, in this space suit, in this flesh suit. Go within. Ask yourself some questions and be still to listen. And write down what you hear. Don't take it foolish. Don't take it as, oh, that's just me thinking this thing. It is you. But it is the you that came from the divine creator that is now speaking. Write it down and see what it's saying. See what you are saying to you from inside. Who are you? Where did you come from? What did you come here to do? What he said to Jeremiah, when Jeremiah said, I'm just but a child. He said, don't say that. Before you was conceived in your mother's womb, I foreknew you. You was known in the realms of the spirit. You was known in the spirit before you came into this flesh. You are so much more than this flesh. Don't be afraid to ask yourself questions. My queen sister, good to have you. I'm telling you, I'd be inside some serious deep meditation, and I'd be like, okay, telepathically, I need you to call me, and a couple of minutes later, the person who I'm calling in the recording and telling I need to call me, they will call. There is so much inside of you. Ask questions, challenge your belief system, challenge why you believe what you believe. Who told you? Challenge the pastor, the prophet, the rabbi, the king, the queen, the monk, the bishop. Challenge yourself, because everything that you need to know is already inside of you. What they call junk DNA, no, it's docile information waiting to be. It's like your computer. A lot of us, the only thing we do with the phone is call, text, WhatsApp, and scroll through Facebook or TikTok or one of them things. We've never went into depth into our cell phones and go inside there and see all the things and all the functions that cell phone, that's you. You have so much inside of you that you have not even checked, you have not searched, you have not tapped into. Ooh, I feel this thing so deep. So much inside of you that you have not even tapped into, that you have not even realized that you could do. Like, I had a guest here with me, and she remembered when she had invited me to come and speak in Long Island. And she reminded me of it. She said, you remember when I invited you to Long Island to speak, and we were standing in the park and the rain came, and you told the rain to stop, and the rain ran around me, but never fell on me. She said, you remember another time you told the rain to stop, go back, and it did it. I remember one time, people call it astral projecting or whatever have you. I traveled in the realms of the spirit, going to an island, get sand, and wake back up with the sand inside my hand. And then somebody tell me it was demonic, so guess what I do? Hurry up, shut it down, and the gift never came back again. Now I'm fighting and struggling to rekindle and wake up the gifts that are inside of me, that are laying so dormant. I'm now able to see you in terms of not just your flesh, but see you, see your energy, see your spirit now. Because why? I'm spending time in meditation. So me spending time in meditation is now allowing me to raise my frequency, raise my vibration, raise my spiritual alertness and awareness to see more than just see beyond this physical flesh. But see you, because you're only energy. You're not the flesh you're in. Your energy, your light. That's all you are, is light. You are light. That's it. You ain't eyes and mouth and hands and nose. You're just pure light. Pure light that is able to do great things with this body when you exercise the power that light has to bend iron with your mind, not even with touching the iron. You could just look at it and bend it. You are so much more powerful than you could ever imagine. But you're afraid to ask the questions. You're afraid to challenge your belief system. But I come to challenge you today. Challenge your belief system. and see and watch and listen and pay attention to the capabilities that you have. We're trying to manifest house and car and husband and wife and finances when all we gotta do is will it to us and it will manifest. I was challenging, beating up myself for the past 2 days because there's some outstanding bills that I need to pay. And I say, let me tell you something. That's not my headache. Because when I think about it, all of this, man did it. Man put a bill, light bill, water bill, all these different bills. Man put them in place. Man put everything that the fiat currency, man put them in place. If we don't pay it, yeah, they could turn it off. But now, what they're afraid of, the ability now to know how to tap into getting free power. The ability now to dig wells and get your free water. The ability now to do so many things, to live with. Anyway, I challenge you to challenge yourself to go within and truly listen, not with this ear, with your inner, and ask yourself, who am I? What are the powers that work it in me? What are the hidden treasures in me? See, you gotta ask yourself, ask questions. What are the hidden treasures inside of me? What I can do that I have not even tapped in doing? What are my capabilities? What did I limit myself to? Why am I limited? Why do I put a restraint on myself? Why did they put a restraint on me? Why did they fill me with mercury and fluoride and all these other things? Aluminum and all these different things. What is it that they know about me that I don't know about myself? Yes, family. We are on a journey. We are transitioning. We must now learn, unlearn, and relearn. And most importantly, be gentle with yourself because you are on a journey. And your journey doesn't end at a physical destination. Your journey continues until you transition from life to life. We don't die. We just transition from life to life. And to those who believe in reincarnation, we say the circle of life. They put it in our face in some of the movies too. But when paying attention, we just see things as entertainment. I love you, family. I love you so much. I appreciate, love all of you so much. And I trust that something that I said, a question I may have asked, triggers something inside of you to ask questions and to go within yourself. Go within yourself to find out who you are and all of the capabilities and the powers you have within you. You are the hidden treasure. You are the savior you're looking for. Much love, family. Until next time, take care of yourself.